Let me show you what I've got going on here. This is a primer feed chute. And what it does is it accepts primers from a magazine, which could be this device here. And the primers slide down the chute and into the mechanism that takes one of the primers from the chute and installs it into a cartridge that doesn't have a primer. The problem is if this chute gets blocked up, or the primers run out, or they don't feed properly, and there are no primers coming out of the chute, you end up with a cartridge with no primer. And that's a problem, because it ain't going to go bang. So what I did is I bought a proximity sensor from Amazon for $8. And I machined a little aluminum block. I don't know if you can see what this is like, just like a little C channel. And then I had to machine away a little bit of the primer chute because the proximity sensor could not see the primers through the thick plastic. So on the milling machine, I machined away a little bit of the plastic. Put it all together and it works really trick. I also built a little box with an LED and an on-off switch, and that will alert me to the fact that there are no primers. So for instance, right now, as you can see through this slot, there are no primers in this system. If I turn on the annunciator, it's telling me there are no primers. Now if I open up the magazine and let the primers out, once they fill up down that slot, the buzzer and the LED turn off. And if the primers run out, and I'm just going to let them run out into my hand, buzzer comes back on. These proximity sensors are incredibly easy to wire. They only have 3 wires. They have a positive, a negative, and then a black wire, which is the trigger wire. This particular proximity sensor will run on any voltage from 3 volts to 24 volts. The buzzers and the LED in this little box are both rated at 12 volts, so I'm running it at 12 volts. The interesting thing is, whatever voltage you have coming in to the proximity sensor, that's the voltage that's going out on the black wire. So it's just a switch. It's very, very simple. Nothing to it. You just take the black wire and the ground, it's a common ground, and wire it into a buzzer, an LED, or whatever you want. And as long as it sees metal in front of the proximity sensor, it's going to turn off. So this particular proximity sensor is normally open. And then when it sees material, it's normally closed. When it sees material, it opens the circuit. And as soon as the material is removed, it closes the circuit and the buzzer goes off. I hope you understand what I'm talking about, but it's interesting. It took me a little while to figure out how to use a proximity sensor, but it all works pretty good. Thanks for watching.